Oh, it worked. Well, there. Alrighty. We're gonna be going for a section of stream, but first, we're going live. All right. I'm gonna do Jupiter Station before I start this tutorial. Aratus, Jupiter, Aratus, Loopy, whatever. We're gonna do that one. Yep. I'm gonna go play with my new toy. My new toy should be. I'll have more new toys tomorrow. Yes. After the maintenance, hopefully. Okay. I'm using Arathis for this tutorial. I'm going to do the event. And we're off. That's some good jig tunes. Da, da, da. Alrighty. As you can see, we're loading. It's going to take a minute. They're going to have maintenance tomorrow. On the 24th. I'm going to close them. Yes. Okay, this is how I do a TF. We full bore. You throttle. You wait for the timer to hit. When the timer hits, you aim for a target and blow it up. This mission is Jupiter Horizon. Most of you have already seen it. I guess I'm with the combat crew. Alrighty. Oh, wow. Ooh, that's safer on the ears. This is my new Inquiry Craft. Holy smoker okers. Maybe we should turn that down a bit. Let's hope it don't blast your ears out. Anyways, so technical refinery. Alright, I usually try to guard one spot. You want to help? That's fine. What is that? A. That's why you should have been over there, buddy. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, crap. What the heck happened? Alright, close rift. Oh, a little laggy. I don't know if that's the capture or the Xbox. Oh. Why did that not close it? Really?
We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our systems.
Yeah, close that thing. Yeah. Wow. Alrighty. Alright. Close it. Really? Man. Yeah, I heard the phrase, too many Indians and not enough too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Alright, I'm gonna stay over here. Oh, come on. There, is it closed? Good. Of course not. Why am I not stopping when I should be? I'm not used to this ship yet, I guess. Great.
You still here, Grandma? Ugh, an hour or two later. Speaking of annoying, did you like the little back door I put in your station?
Enterprise is back near Projector Baby.
Are you kidding me? I can't be invincible. Give up already.
This thing is a little fast. I don't know. Weird.
Prize is near projector campus.
Mm. Wow. One more time.
Projector campus has taken heavy damage.
I was backing a bit with that one. Well, there's one thing I'll tell you about Terrians. They tend to run a lot.
Prize is going for projector out.
You know what? I'm done.
Alright. I think we're done here.
Well done.
I'm kind of flying around, but I was trying to figure something out here. Alright. I'm taking fleet marks because I am so high that that's good. Alright. Okay, Georgie. Would you stop? You fuzzbutt. Alright. Okie doke. Back at the station. Alright. I was going to do a tutorial for a friend of mine who just started playing this. I think I'm going to find me... Oh, let's go to the bar. Why not? Oh, better yet, let's go down to Starfleet Academy. Perfect place to start. Hmm. Hmm. Alrighty, I'm going to sit down here. Grab me a little bench. Right here. Okay, when I started this game, I was new to everything. Greenhorn, I guess you could call it. And this took me a bit to figure out just this. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to show you how some of these things work. This is your weapons, okay? Usually you got a phaser. I tend to go with a hand phaser and a rifle. Two rifles, or a rifle and assault rifle, a rifle or assault gun. Depending on what you have, you may not have many devices. This is one of the utility things that is white, and it will drive you batty because you will have to have it for a lot of things that have to do with Borg. I found if you don't have it, or you have a kinetic weapon, that the Borg go down a lot faster without it. But for that matter, that's what that's for. If you have monsters or combat monsters to go in here, then you put them here so you can use them. This is where they go in devices. Your kit frame. This is a special kit frame, but usually kit frames look like this. Little open boxes kind of things. Yours will start off being blue or white, or and they won't be very big, and they don't do a lot. But they do help. As you can see, they have like crit chance, crit severity, kit performance, health regen, personal shields, experts, armor. All that stuff helps. The T-88 is a special item from the Low-Buy store. I have one because I bought it. This is the Discovery Reputation Shield. That is a Vanguard Environmental Suit. Yeah, that's I would say that's that, which is the Jem'Hadar suit, environmental suit. I bought one, so I wanted one to have just for this character. This is the Destiny part set for Burnham. Set hostile environment shield, obs and combo finishers. Yeah, it all goes together if you get the whole set. I have my whole crew equipped with the Destiny Reputation set because I liked it. It seems to hold up pretty good. The weapons seem to work real well. Just about anything ground I do pretty good. The specialization things helps the starship maneuverability push to its limits, but she's pilot specialization. You'll find that your bridge officers have to have certain things for certain ships. The Inquiry battle class needs to have an intel, a science intel, and engineer miracle worker. For certain things. Bridge officers come in all shapes and sizes. You can buy them in many places. I will show you some of those places later. Right now we're going over this big thing you call a menu. Okay, as your ship, this is your ship. Okay, it shows your gear, your stats, your devices, your shield deflector, impulse and warp, your consoles. Okay. You don't have to have all gold consoles, but as you rank up, you'll want them because it's the highest rank. X5 is the highest, which is 15. You have to be a fleet admiral or more to have that. You can't be any higher. This is a simplistic build. I built it the same way it came in the box, so to speak. I added the devices. Delta Alliance reinforcements comes from a mission. As a tutorial, Tony, I'll show you what missions they come from. Kobayashi Maru I bought because it does give you a lot of bonuses. A lot of people swear by it, so I bought it. The waveform comes from the last mission in the Gamma Quadrant. This one here comes from a pirate mission, which is a side mission, which isn't even in the chapters. This is my shield set, warp core, impulse drive, deflector. These are all Discovery rep. I like them. They work really well, especially when they're gold. You need upgrade tokens and stuff. That will be more of a thing. I use phaser relays, actually. I have 2, and then I have my torpedo thing for my warheads. Only warhead, though. I don't do all torpedo weapon damage. Because specifying kind of... a lot of people do it. They specify as the torpedoes, but the thing is, you'll have to find a whole different set for every torpedo. It's just better to grab the torpedo warhead damage one. Um, the cannon is a console from a ship. This is a console from another ship. This is a console from this ship type. This is a ship type. There's actually 3 different ships and they have 3 different consoles. I have all 3 consoles on this ship because I like to match them. Usually it connects the 2. Science Pax Field, maximum shield capacity, hull capacity. I like to use those to bump up my hull and my shields. These are regular things, regular consoles. You can build them, you can research them, you can do whatever you like. Mine are gold. I made 2 that were gold, and I put them on the ship. I put them on every ship, and then I add some consoles here or there. The Proto Mabba wave just came out. I like it because it shoots like a Genesis wave, and it whacks stuff, and it gives radiation damage, and it has 50% shield penetration. I'd like to see it have 100, but you know, you can only wish for so much. This helps with my flight turn rate and hull capacity. The PAX accelerator helps with your turn rate. So any slow ship, you want to put a couple of these on it or one of them on it. The more the merrier. I put this on because it does physical damage and kinetic damage. And it also helps my hull capacity. As you can tell, a lot of times my hull does not go down because of all this hull capacity stuff. Because I don't like having a hull fall apart. It's all phasers, so I went with phaser damage, so I got phaser consoles. I like phaser stuff. If I believe these are fleet weapons, so you kind of have to be in a fleet to get these. That's an Agony torpedo phaser that comes in a Mirror Universe pack, I believe. I like the fleet phasers. I mean, when you make them gold, it tends to set it a certain way, so a lot of times you don't get a lot of, it's kind of a base or random. But I tend to go with the same kind of things because it makes the damage work faster and easier when you kill shit. Okay, this is your inventory. This thing will drive you batty. Okay? A lot of people have an issue with the inventory, but I think it has a lot of slots. I mean, it's 252 and that's max. This character is max. I've been working on it for 3.5 years now, so it kind of has everything. This is why I'm using it for the tutorial, because it has everything to show you or anybody that wants to learn this. You cannot start your skills and things until you hit a certain level, which is 15 or 50. Okay, 15 kicks your reputations in. Level 5 and I believe 15 kick in your titles and things like that. And for all the yous that don't know what a title is, I will show you where to get these titles. Okay, usually it's a bunch of names that scroll up really fast, or no, use. We don't destroy things like that. Okay, I have manuals. These are manuals. This is qualification for Miracle Worker. It's to make a bridge officer a Miracle Worker. And this is a Science Gravity Well Space Manual to teach them Gravity Well 2. I have it waiting for Quark when I get a chance to give him it. I think they have to be a certain level, or maybe some of them can only some of them can do it. I'm still working out the bridge officers because they're a little bit technical, but I just throw a specialization on them and then give them the manuals I want. So it's pretty simple that way, anyways. I have a lot of weapons and stuff built up over missions and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff in here, and I have what we call ship addiction. Yes, it's a really bad thing, and not everybody should have one. I'm going to get rid of that. I know it's purple, but it's gone. This character, like I said, has been 3 years old. He's my main. He started out when I was new at this game. I didn't know what a lot of this stuff was. And nobody really said, hey, you know what this is? No. I had to look up on YouTube and learn from PCs, and then come to find out that PC is somewhat a little different, and some of these things don't work quite the way they want it. They say it does. So you kind of have to touch and feel sometimes because it doesn't work just like they say. Just because it doesn't. I don't know if the console's different or the coding's different. I don't know. It's just sometimes it just doesn't. And we don't have a computer program to tell us how much damage we're putting out. So, you know, if you're going to be a crankhead, or what I call a perfect build man, then so be it. But I'm not going to bust my butt. Okay, recruitment. This is where you hold your other officers that you can't use or don't have room for. I have a bunch in here because I have some officers that I kept from when I first built because they're already set to the way I like for the certain ships. Now, this is your away team. This is where you teach them ground skills. I just recently, Evelyn and Little Cat, they've been with me since I started, these two here. I started Discovery. I bought the pack, so I've had these four officers with me since day one of the 3 years I've been playing. He is the most excellent character I have. I love Arathis Tiberius Frost. I've done a lot with him. I've done every mission at least 3 or 4 times. I've helped people play. I've taught people how to play. I've just played, I guess. I bought just about everything in here that I've wanted to because of my ship addiction, as I call it. Hopefully you don't have that because it gets a little screwy. But if you want to, by all means, buy as many ships as you want. Have as many characters as you want. I have... Oh, some of these bridge officers I have came from missions. Like this one. This is a special mission. Very hard to get unless you do the Voth stuff. And then there's a side mission that gets you this dude. These things I bought, but this came from a mission. This is a very easy mission, and you can do it. It's towards the end. Taylor and Tahona I think I bought and worked out. Oh, which one? There's another one. These are Deep Space Nine, some of them. Like that. No, I gotta keep him for something. I don't know what. Hey, look, I got the Doc from Voyager. EMH. Don't know where I got this dude. He's a little Wookiee looking. That one either. I put him in Discovery uniforms because I started out as Discovery. Except for the Borg dude. You get him from Borg Rep. Him you get from promotion. And I believe that's it for this. I don't know if there's any more questions. Oh, kits. You know those special effects you do when you're on ground, like this is an engineering nanite medical generator. I throw it down when we need to heal. This is my Sunbeam solar gate. You'll see some ships with this, and I got one for the ground. I don't know where I got it, out of a pack somewhere, but I do believe it comes from some kind of pack or box. This was the Dot 23 drones that just came out in a box. So I think it's the Angel Wake's box. No, not the Angel Wake. What is it? That I will have to look up. This came from a event. It's Dot Droid that, you know, is a healer. I have a couple healers on here just in case. This is a Bio Obelisk that shoots a anti-proton beam. Love it. Great. It puts out 2 of them. This is ambush turret fabrication. Oh, these things are great. You lay them down, they just go. Anyways, moving on. You have kits that you can put in that, like I said, you can use in ground, and then you have skills. Skills are what you learn. This is the inventory. You can buy stuff, replicate stuff, make stuff, re-engineer items, upgrade items. Upgrade is the good stuff. That's what makes them gold. That's how you upgrade. You take an item, you put it in here, and then you have to use a tuck upgrade, preferably a high level one, and then you can make the weapon better and improve it. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to waste it on that torpedo. Usually 13's not bad. I like 15, but 13's okay. It'll still work. Um, Now this is your currency, your energy credits. Um, buy simple things and some things in the exchange. You can actually get some of these gold consoles from the exchange with energy credits. Dilithium is the major. You can exchange it. You can buy stuff out of a store. You have to refine it because if it's not refined, you can't use it. You can have as much ore as you want, but if it's not refined, it's garbage. You can't use it to buy anything, I should say. Gold and platinum. This comes from wherever you can find a Ferengi. There's actually stores usually where Ferengis are. Drawson Station and Deep Space Nine usually have a store that you can buy stuff with gold pressed platinum. It's usually not much in it. Hollow projectors, party thing. You know how you throw up a disco ball and everybody parties? You can get that with that. Salvage is something, I don't even know what salvage is for. What is it? Salvage is used to re-roll item mods using re-engineering. You can gain this numerical by salvaging most loot drops. Yeah. I still don't know what I use it for, but that's okay. That's what it's used for, I guess. Reputation marks. These are important things for your reputations. We'll get on to that. I'll do that. Fleet assets. Fleet marks. Oh, these things are great. These you can buy fleet weapons. You can buy fleet ground weapons. You can buy uniforms. You can buy all kinds of stuff. But you have to donate and be in a fleet to get them. Alright. Okay, reputation marks. Alrighty, this is where we're going to have fun. This is where I'm going to go to that reputation tab. Research and development. This is where you got all your items to do research and development, or to do stuff, makes things like phasers and cannons and kits and all kinds of stuff. And this is your regular inventory where your weapons and stuff. These things are actually pieces to rep marks. Like this is Delta Alliance reputation. This is Borg. This is Temporal Defense Initiative. Delivery Mining Claim. Skip that. This is Gamma Task Force. This is Iconium Resistance Reputation Projects. This is 8472 Counter Command, otherwise known as Undine. That's Discovery. I need lots of those. Always need lots of those. That's Tarian Task Force, which is just coming up. It's a new thing. Tarian reputation is probably going to be a popular thing soon. So you might need some gravitation inducers. Now, Voth cybernetic implants, and I think that is it. I think that covers most of the reputation materials. Some of reputations, like 3 or 4, don't need those. I think. Okay, we're going to get into that in a minute. Alright, that covers this. These are bridge officers. They vary. Okay, next one. We've covered inventory, recruit new officers, and away team. Got it. Next tab. Captain skills. Now this thing here is a little tree. And a lot of people have different builds. I've tweaked this thing a million times. I've remade it twice. Oh boy. I have like a partial build is what they call it. Or I should say what I call it. Jeez, that's a bad build. I should have those things full. Anyways, moving on. This is where you'll learn to build and where you will learn to tweak. Mine is, like I said, I built it as I played. And I found things work and found things don't work. Yeah, that should be fixed. Maybe I'll have to remake this sucker again. As you can see, it goes all the way down to Admiral. Now, some people go all the way to Admiral, but not many do. Because you only need like 1 or 2 things down there. If anything, you don't need the whole thing. I mean, somebody can play the whole thing. I don't know. I do know that I don't see a lot of builds that have the whole bar on one side or the middle or the other side done. They usually have partials because you can't get a lot of... How do I say this? Like, if you go straight engineer, your ship's going to be a tank, but it's not going to put out enough damage to do squat. Basically, even with the weapons you get, it's still not going to put out the damage. so to speak. Uh, with science, that helps your satellite dish or your spells or your powers, like drain wells and all that. That's what your science does, is drain. Some people go with a drain build. Some go with a beam build. Some go with a torpedo build. Some go with what's the other build? DPS build, I think it's called. Um, I'm not going to tell you that, because if you want to learn that, go to PC or go to PC videos and find out. Um, to me, I have a messed up build. I think it's an engineering build, or some kind of engineering build, or a tank build. I think it's a partial tank build. Um, because I found the tank build doesn't really protect your ass. It does a lot of damage, but you get whacked once in a while. Bad. Um, most ground skills and most builds I've seen, this is the way to do it. Or no, it's 3 across. It's 1, 2 on the top. Okay, it's this. It's these 2 on top. Weapon expert and engineering. No, weapon proficiency and endurance training, I believe. Yes, and then it's this one, and this one. These 3: armor expert, improved endurance training, regeneration, and then it's weapon penetration, weapon expert, and weapon criticals. I put this up here because I like to bore through those shields a lot better, and I took out improved endurance training for it. Um, and you don't have a lot of points, so you kind of, and I go kit performance expert and personal shields expert. Now you can add to those down there if you like, but this pretty much works the best as ground. I don't die a lot, but I do die sometimes on the ground, not too bad. Most things I can cut through. Also depends on your weapons and these traits. These traits are starship traits. Temporal anchor gives my gravity wells extra damage. Improved command frequency in case I get low health. It removes a low health restriction. This usually kicks, or you can have it kick when you get to a certain low health. But it usually, if you don't get it before you die, which you usually die before you get to call in an extra ship, it gives you a command ship to help you out. This one removes the low health thing, and it removes the cooldown for 10 minutes. Electrified anomalies, anything that I put out, gravity well, or anything that's an anomaly, it has like arcs that come off it of electricity and hurt other things. When an ally is near it, all power levels to allies within 5 kilometers. It gives a 7.5 bonus to their power levels. Improved brace for impact. Works really good. Improved brace for impact is a good thing. Energy weapon cycle. I like to cycle my weapons faster because they fire faster. With this ship, it works really good. Some of these you can't get. Some of these you get from reputation. Discover your reputation is those 2. Jeez, I'm not sure. Gamma. That one's Delta. I think that one's Gamma. The one with the purple on top. This is a Gamma trait. That's a Discovery trait. That's a good question. I think a Gamma trait. I could be wrong. That's an Omega trait. Omega. Gamma. Piezoelectric. I think that's Delta. And that's Delta. Or no. Anyways. Tetrion, non-Barrack asteroid, and stuff like that. These are rank 2 when you max out the activity or the reputation. I'll get to the reputation. The boiler effect and stuff come from boxes and things. So some of these are you'll get from boxes. I love that hollow decoy because every time somebody shoots me on the ground, I pop out like 6 people. Distracts them. I got some of those from boxes. Okay, specialization. This is the tricky part. Okay, when I first started, I have no clue what this stuff did. I didn't have a clue. I know you read it. I know you got the points. I know you got a certain skill from it. And ta-da, it was what it was. Some of these grab aggro. Some of these will get you killed a lot. Some of these won't. Anything that grabs aggro sometimes will get you whacked. Especially if you're by yourself. So you want to be careful of what you do. This one here works really well with ground skills. Okay, it's really good for your ground. You command a lot, you take a lot, you can get your butt, beat on, and you still survive. I went Miracle Worker, okay, and then I didn't understand what it meant to have a secondary and a major, okay, major skill, major specialization. Okay, from here down, I believe are the 2 or 3 tiers. Is it this one down? No, because intelligence officer. No, that's 3 or 4 tiers. Okay, 3 or 4s are major specializations. Okay, 3 or 4 tiers. The minors are up here. Oh no, that's a major. Okay, so this is Commando's a minor. Yeah, that's 2. Constable's a minor. That's 2. Strategic's 2. That's a minor. Temporal operative. Okay. So there's only like 3 minors and 4 majors. Or 5 majors. No. It's 6 majors, ain't it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's 6. No. Because that's a minor. So it's strategist. No, that's a minor too. Okay. It's command officer is a major. Intelligence officer, miracle worker, pilot, and temporal operative. Okay. So I didn't know what was going on. So I took this as a major and a minor. I took Miracle Worker as a major and Pilot as a minor, which they're both majors. Pilot is more for maneuverables and defense. It works really well with defense and maneuverable. I wouldn't call it super defense because it's not. Miracle Worker is your main defense strategy. So I would go, if I was going to do this, I would go with Miracle Worker and Commando. Because that helps your ground, okay? It's a small specialization, and trust me, you will get all specialization points. Anybody who says that you can't fill them all is full of crap, because I have done it. As you can see, it's full. I was told you couldn't fill them all, and I was like, right, and I filled them all. It took me a little while, but I filled them all. But you want to start out with the ones you want to pick. I mean, look them over, read them, check them out. Miracle Worker does this little thing that I love the most. It helps your ground and it helps your air. And it's all mainly defensive. Okay? It has this thing here, my favorite. It's right about here somewhere. Give her all she's got. I believe when this kicks, right? It gives you a turn radius, it gives you everything, okay? But when you get this all done, you get what we call a heal bubble, okay? When it kicks this big ball in space, and you stay inside the ball, okay? And you stay in that ball, and it keeps healing you and healing you and healing you, and nobody can do anything, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and you kill all the bad guys. That's how I do it, if I really get in trouble. Usually I just stay in the ball or go in and out of the ball so I keep getting healed until it's gone. That's why I use Miracle Worker. Pilot helps you with maneuverability, speed, and other things. And it does help with the big ships eventually because it helps you with your speed. It's not the only one that does. There's more ones that do. It also helps with your area of effect. Okay. Now, Temporal Operative helps with all kinds of stuff. Anomalies, Titan Rifts, all that. So does an Intelligent Officer. That helps with it too. You'd have to read more because I only know so much because I don't. Command helps when you're with the crew. Say you're in a flight team or all that will help everybody. It will help you and everybody in your fleet. Strategic, same thing I believe. I'm not sure how some of these work. I just work them. But as you can see, I have Miracle Worker and Pilot on. Who the hell's trying to scan me and being goobers? Okay, that's your specializations. Okay. Crew stations. This is where your starship stations are. Okay, this also helps you so you can train them with your stations, but you can also put any officer you have that will fit in this spot. I actually have a science intelligence officer that's probably better than Quark, but I like using Quark because I don't always like going completely intelligence. Some people do, I just don't. I don't think it does enough oomph to do anything. I mean, I have this issue with intelligent ships because they have this. Some of them have this scan the ship and it's supposed to tell you the weaknesses and all that crap, and it doesn't seem to work for me. I just don't get it. Maybe you'll figure it out, too, bud, I guess. So that is covered. Oh, reputation. Here we go. Every reputation has 6 levels, okay? When you hit 5, you're going to get a big boost. All right? Now, every reputation has things you can buy, as you can see. Weapons and things like that. Now, some of these weapons you won't get until later, like the Disruptor version of that weapon. You won't get it until you hit level 5 or 6, I think it is. And then 6 will give you everything you can get from the rep. Now, they have these things. This is called Continue Legacy Expedition Support Hourly. And there used to be a support daily. Okay? When you fill the support daily out, it's 30 marks, 1,000 experience, and 750 credits. Okay? When that one goes out, it fills up this big bar up here faster. Okay? And you do a daily and an hourly, a daily and hourly, a daily and hourly, a daily and hourly. And you do it every day until you get this maxed out. Okay? Then when you get it maxed out, you get everything at rank 2 of all your feats. You get perceptive abilities, reputation flourish, social zone abilities, +2 bonus damage for set weapons from this reputation. Very rare alternate energy type weapons, which is usually your disruptor instead of a phaser. Claim a feat module, claim a captain skill retrain token. Okay, fleet modules, we'll get into those after this. Okay, this is for discovery. Anything discovery comes out of this rep. Okay, all your good shit for discovery comes out of this rep, I should say. Your armor, which is for your person. This is your environmental suit. This is your Kung Fu Mind Meld device. It says Mind Meld device, but really it's for physical kicking ass. It's basically Vulcan Kung Fu. Because I thought it was some kind of weird thing that, you pinch them and... No, you kick their ass with Vulcan Kung Fu. Hostile Environment Shield is the shield. Gravity Containment Unit is very fun to play with because you can suck your enemy to you and then kick their ass with the Kung Fu. Mud's Time Device, not sure how that works. I kind of used it for a little while and then just went, I don't see what it does. But then again, you can find out. Deflector Shield, Impulse Drive, Warp Core Shield, and this is called the Singularity Core. This is for Romulan ships only, because only Romulan ships have a Singularity Core. So if you need a Singularity Core to put in your Discovery rep, that's what it's for. This is your Loker's custom weapon device. You need this for Loker's Ambition. Okay, you need that. You need the Dark Matter Torpedo, and you need the Dual Heavy Beam Bank. Okay, now when these fire, they do extra things if you have the whole set. This whole set thing is all through this game. Okay, every rep has a whole set. Task Force has the set, which the set you want because you want to be Borg, Tony, is this set. You want this little set right here. Deflector Dish, Impulse Engine, and Shield. It doesn't come with a War Core. I don't know why. We haven't figured that one out yet. Okay? You want those sets, and then you want this, and the Cutting Beam, and I think that's it. No, there's a torpedo that comes with it. Yes, this Omega Torpedo Launcher. Okay? This set here makes you look like a Borg ship. Doesn't matter what ship you have, it will turn green and be Borgy. And this, when you hit level 6, will give you a vanity shield, which will help you even look more Borgy. Haha. So this is the thing, if you want to be Borg, this is what you want to build. Okay, the Mako armor and the weapons and stuff, they don't really fight Borg. I never got the understanding of that, because really it doesn't do crap. I think maybe the grenade launcher does, but the phaser really, you have to keep using that refrequency thing, and I hate it. Now, the Omega Personal Shield armor, okay. Now, if you see armor like this, and it has this little blue thing, that means you can actually wear a uniform that looks like that. So every one of these armors that have that will actually wear a uniform that looks like that. So you don't have to wear the armor, you can actually just look like that. And you'll see that there's a Mako fleet that all look Mako. For an example. The other things, they do the same kind of things, but they have a different kind of look. And now this down here is your payment. 20,000 credits, 18,200 16,250 dilithium, 3 Borg neuralizers, and 450 megabarks. Now, you will eventually save up to it if you work these reps. So when it says, what do you want for marks, then you ask for Omega rep. And it will start building your marks. Now, if you don't have enough biocircuitry, right, Borg neural processors, then you can buy them for 100 marks. 1 for 100 marks. So if you need to build them up, that's the best way to do it. This thing down here that says Borg neural processor and it says 0, always says 0. I actually had like 12. Now, Nukra has its own set. This is Tholian. If you're all about the Tholians and their nets, this is the stuff you want. It actually has a thing where you can make nets and little ships that make nets and all kinds of stuff. It also has a thing that you can, where is it? No, not Tholian drones. Nuclear web breaker. You can actually throw this thing out and it will break the net web. Because trust me, those webs get annoying. You'll see that in TFOs with Nucra. Alright, new Romulus. These is Romulans. If you want Romulan stuff or you want a Romulan character, this is where the rep you go. This will give you Romulan gear for your ship. It will give you Romulan weapons. It will make your ship really cool Romulan-wise. Although, the other one is the lockbox. Zatvash lockbox. That's what you want. I actually got to come in and buy some of these because I don't have them. That's another Romulan thing that will help you out. You can actually get Entourage or Diplomat. Consumable. Not sure what they consume for, but it has something to do with the planet. Some of these things will help you in your ship. Not sure what, but you can call the more guy asks for it. Oh, nice. They call ships. Well, those are nice. Anyways, moving on. You use marks and dilithium to buy those. Dyson Command. This is a interesting setup or mission. You mainly fight the Voth, but their weapons and shields are kind of neat looking. They actually have a ship that you can put all these on in the store. It's like a carrier. It's a real big ship, but if you want to work your way up to it, you can buy it for credits. Counter Command. This is the Undine. I don't know if you know the Undine, but it's kind of different. These things are supposed to help you fight the Undine. I took the Nanite Medical January because I love it. It works really good to heal you. Plus, it makes your eyes green. Each set has a setup. You know, like if this has a warp core and everything, and the weapons, they all go together, and you can mix and match. And it works on your ship really good. It also looks kind of Borgish, so if you want to mix some axes to make it look green, it'd be perfect. Okay, Delta Alliance is the Delta Alliance, which you'll find out what that is. Delta Quadrant, long part of the game. But interesting. I did like the story. It's just really long. If you liked Voyager, it's a good place to hang out and check out the whole story. Iconian I kind of didn't get, but it's got some neat stuff. Kind of really cool looking, some of it. Plus, it also has a barrier generator. Thing's great. Not lots can get through it, but you got to stand in the barrier and fight. I do like the anti-proton stuff. I use this on ships. I like anti-proton. It really does some damage. It also cuts through shields. I have yet to get the whole Federation. The whole... I should get that. Maybe I'll get it later. I like the Tarian Task Force. I do like the Tarians. I like the gear. This armor looks like awesome. I have a gold set. It's great. I didn't get the Patlaths, but I did get the freaking cannon. The rifle, oh, I got it maxed out. They fucking work really good. Excuse my language. Override shield safety, not sure what that is. I use the Agony Disruptors or Agony Phasers. I love the Agony Phasers. Some people use them. Some people use them on builds. I have the whole set. I have Agony Phasers. I have everything. I made up a whole Galaxy class. Or Excalibur class. Or Dreadnought. Okay. We are in Temporal Defense Force. These are neat. This is your time. Covers your time chapter. Love the dual pistols. Chronotonic dual pistols. The Polarons are probably better. Chronoton's not really that great. But if you do Chronoton, you want this whole set to do Chronoton, and it will make it better. Otherwise than that, Chronoton is kind of weak, I think. I made a whole Chronoton ship. It was pretty decent after I got everything out of there. I'm starting to think that some of this comes from here and does better. Not always, though. It gives you that familiar feel, and then you might put it together and it might be crap. It might not be something you like. But I used to have all the sets, and then I had to get rid of some of them because they were just taking up dust. I found some other things that were better. I stay with phasers and disruptors and the most basic stuff. A lot of people don't, but I like to, except for Jem'Hadar. If you want to do Jem'Hadar, you go Polaron and you grab this stuff here. Because this was the last Reputation besides Discovery. It was right before Discovery, and most of this stuff works well with Jem'Hadar, and any Jem'Hadar ship you put it in. So far, every Jem'Hadar ship I put this stuff in, it works even 100% better than it did before. Okay, the competitive. If you want to fight other ships, this is the stuff. Okay, this is what they use. This is where they go. And sometimes you have to buy this part to get this part. Buy this part to get this part. I think. I really don't dabble in it because, like I said, it's more of a competitive thing than it is my kind of thing. But like I said, there's all kinds of stuff in here you can pick up. Okay, that covers the reputations, and we are done the reputations. Now, this stuff down here is the trademarks in. The trademarks for dilithium. That's pretty much what it's for. Or you take dilithium and trade it for, you trade marks and stuff for dilithium. It's not an exact science, and really it's kind of a waste. It's just easier to play the TFOs and get to dilithium. You'll gain it faster. But if you're short a little bit of dilithium and you want to buy something, that might be a way to go. Trade in some of your marks you're not using for dilithium. Speaking of which, I could probably trade in all my marks. Anyways, that would be really screwy. I don't want to do that. That would take forever. Okay, now we go on to missions. Do you know anything about missions? I think you've already started to learn those. Okay, this is your episodes. All these things are episodes. You follow them all the way down, and bango, you'll be 65 before you know it. You'll be 65 by the time you hit, I'll say right about here. You should be about 55. Almost 60. Okay? If you do it like I do it, you should. Use basically everything you can find to up your stuff. Do your dailies, do your events, all that will up it. Okay, this is your active missions. Whatever you have active is right here. If you have too much here active, like if you take Oh, there we go. Say possibility, and you start that one. Then you take Klingon and you start that one. Diplomatic orders. Or you take, you got way too many. Just start and take your time and work your way down through the list. That's the best way to do it. Try not to grab too many because you can grab just about every starter mission there is. Like this one, you can grab that one. This one, you can grab that one. Don't grab the ones that you think are too high because they are high. When you get up in Gamer, they're difficult if you're low level. You don't want to do that. Although, I do have a trick, and I'm going to tell you, and you might get annoyed with it, but it's an idea. Because anything you play at high level will only give you stuff of your level. So, all this level scales. TFOs not so much. TFOs there is, when you do random, there is advanced, and then there is regular. We do not have elite. PCs have elite. I don't know if we have elite yet. We'll have to figure that one out, but PC has it. We don't. I don't know if they're ever going to do it. They said they might. We don't know. We'll see. You have patrols, which are little missions that you can go on and grab stuff, and it gives you exactly what it says in that box, in those boxes. It gives you so many marks. It gives you like 15. The first patrol of the week is 30. The first patrol of the day is 30. The rest are 15. It gives you that experience and all that stuff every time you do it. And gear, whatever it drops. And you can do these until you're 65 if you want. And it don't... I'd say it take about 2 or 3 days. PvP, fighting other people. That's all you. If you want to do it, have fun. I pretty much stay out of it. If we go private, that would be like us hanging out and doing it on our own. We can actually make our own and go private, and the only people that will be in there is us. Then you have your events, which are usually posted right here on this set. Okay, these will be your events. They're posted up there, so you can just click them and bang, it starts. Okay, you have all, which is every single one of them, or you have special events. You have gear and dilithium, which mainly that's what they give you is dilithium. You have your choice of marks, which any mark will do, but mainly, anything that will do marks. And then you have fleet marks, anything that will give you fleet. And then you have Romulan marks, which will mainly focus on Romulan. You have Omega marks, which will mainly focus on Mega, but they're also all Borg. Ground ships. You'll probably play mostly, space. I'm thinking you like ships a lot more than you do grounds. You'll probably play that. They also have a bunch of discoveries. Binary Stars is actually, it's your ship, but it has a skin that looks different. So, don't let it screw you over, don't let it freak you out. It basically changes your ship to a different look. It's the only one that does, I think. There's actually a cool TFO one. Where the hell is it? Is it? No, not that one. It's temporal. Gotta be temporal. These are cool TSO. Some of these are TSO. 2 of them are the Day of Doom and the Minor Instability, and then you have Battle of Procyon 5. When you play the temporal air chapter, you'll figure out what that is. Yesteryear's War, stuff like that. Okay, that's patrols. That's task force already taken care of. This PvP. Now we go to events. This is whatever happens during the month. If it has an event, this one was Jirok Carrier. You have to do this every day for 20 days, and you'll get that carrier. And you want that carrier because those little hangar ships that it have are kick ass. They say they're awesome. Even the build people are, getting their jollies off about it. And you might want it because it comes with sensor suspension, which helps the hangar pets. So, ta-da. But the ship's really decent. I've used it. It's great. I like it. It has 2 hangar bays, which I love having 2 hangar bays. It's better than having 1. And the hangar pets are awesome. And when you advance get them, they're even better. But it's a science ship, so unless you're going to be science, it's got 3 fore, 3 aft. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't have a lot of weapons on it. but it's more of a support craft than it is a I'm going to kick everybody's butts craft, which ain't quite true because it's a flight deck carrier. And as you know, we use the Enterprise one, which is awesome. And it can fight on its own. It don't need help. And then you have the event campaign. Now, this campaign here, you want to catch up on or try to do. Because it gives you these wonderful rewards. Okay? This reward gives you a T6 Starship Choice Premium Pack. Okay? Now, with that said, this is the Saturn Spearhead. United Earth Defense Force vessel. Kirk Temporal Heavy Battle Cruiser. That's the one I want. When I get this box, that's what I'm going for, is that Kirk Temporal Heavy Battle Cruiser. And I will show you it, or going to have to give you the website so you'll see it. The Temporal Battle Cruiser is a cruiser from Discovery Season 4. So is United Earth Defense Force vessel, which comes from Discovery Season 3. And Saturn Science Spearhead is a Discovery Season 4 ship. Okay, Parliament Miracle Worker Survey Cruiser is a below decks ship. Mars Pilot Escort is Discovery 4. Courage Science Vessel Destroyer, I think, is a 4. Crossfield Science Spearhead Refit is the refit of Discovery on Season 4. Keyworth Pilot Frigate, I believe, is Booker's ship. Genovian Intel Heavy Raider is one of the ships fighting Earth in that episode. And Janeway Command Vessel is Janeway Command Vessel. This what we call Voyager J. That's it. Command Strike Wing Warbird, Janeway. I'm not sure what the Warbird is. Inquiry Battle Cruiser. I have one. You've seen it. Lost Urania, self-explanatory. Picard, little red white ship. I have that too. Section 31 Command Heavy Battle Cruiser. I think I have that one too. Not sure. Vulcan Imperial Scout. The rest of these, Miracle Flight Deck Carrier, you have a legendary version of it. D7 Miracle Worker Flight Deck Carrier is KADF version of it, and it looks like Gorgon ship. I'm not going to explain all these. We're going to have to look it up on the website. There's just a lot there. Calvin Heavy Destroyer, I believe, is the ship that I have. I think. Telescience, Ferengi. Bowel Sentry Vessel is the big black ship that was, over Bowel. There's a lot to choose from, but this is one I want, so I'm going for Kirk. Or you can get 2 coupons, or you can get 1,500 low-buy crystals, which will buy you at least a ship and a bunch of other stuff. That's why we go for that one. That's the year event. This usually lasts for a year. If you can get it done in 2 months, you're golden. That's actually super fast. I'm going to try to get mine done in a couple months, maybe 3 at the most. I'm a little slow. Winter event. Won't even get into it. Don't have to worry about it until next Christmas. It's already passed, so it's hard to get that Heisenberg unless you got low-buy crystals to buy it out. And it costs 1,000 low-buy crystals? Yeah, to buy it out. Which is a bit more expensive than most ships. Because usually they're on sale, they're $750. Okay, $960 if they're not on sale. Duty officers. I explain the events. Okay. Duty officers. Duty officers are little officers that help you and also can do quests. And they can get you to lithium. Okay. Those are the assignments. Assignments are right here. These are small assignments. You can get other assignments through lockboxes. There's actually different assignments that you can get from a lockbox. I think they're knowledge assignments. No, what are they called? Development, recruit, something. Trade, military engineer. Didn't that? No, that's not it. I don't think they're in here. But I do know that you get them out of lockboxes and they will basically upgrade your character. I have been using them, and I actually made a character that's 39 levels just by sitting and doing the assignments that I had left from lockboxes. It can level up faster, it can do whatever. Now, duty officers, each one of these does something different. Okay, that's my AMH. It actually comes from a mission that you can do, and I will show you if you get lost or you'll run across it. He helps you with your healing or hypo sprays when you're on the ground. Okay, and they also help you with these missions. You do these missions and they'll get you certain things. And it will tell you what they are. And sometimes they're chains and you have to complete them. And sometimes they're not. They're a pain in the butt. I don't do a lot of them and I get behind and I'm lazy. And yeah, anyways. I use weapons energy so it helps me with my weapons on the ground. This guy here gives you gold press latinum for everybody you kill. That's all you need to know. This one here helps me with the... What is she even down there? Makes no sense. Or tricorder scans and Etheseus Gas. She would be helping me with my... anyways, I already got one in that spot. Okay, now there's ground and space. Space, usually you want to give something that will help you with your space stuff. There's a couple that are actually pretty cool and they give you like extra fighters and things like that. Very interesting stuff. And you need to look around. And these are chain missions. You can do them all. You can do different assignments to get you different things. Some of these get you turrets. Like, where's that assignment? No, it's not in trade. Where the hell is it? And this shows you where they are, like Brad Boimler, lower decks. Exocomp, which came from Mission, I believe. Horatio, which came from somewhere. How do I have doubles of the same characters? Shh, we won't say nothing. I try to thin them out once in a while because they do get to be a much and you can only hold 100. So you kind of have to twerk them and pull out the greens and the whites and, you know. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Get rid of some of them. The prisoners you can actually put in prison or trade them out. Yeah. Alrighty. So that's that. And that's really a pain in the butt. You can find assignments. You can go through space and run into assignments. Like certain areas in space will give you duty officer assignments. There it is. The lithium, energy credits, skill points, which you can get skill points out of that. Duty officer, bridge officer, and other items, which gives you turrets, which you can throw out of your ship and it will go and fire at other stuff. Concentrated contraband. That's always a fun one. And turrets. Usually the contraband's tribbles, because they're not supposed to have them. Okay, that is done. End game. Here comes the fun. Join Random TFO, PvE Task Force Operations. You already know those two. Reputation. You already know that part, because I showed you. Endeavors. You do not know. Okay. As you can see, mine says 212. Yes. Somebody has actually maxed this out, but I don't know who it was. And I know it's a lot more points than I got. Each one of these endeavors you can do to get points. And these points go into these perks. Okay? And as you can see, shield hardness space, damage resistant gamma, hull regeneration space, projectile weapon damage. Yeah. When my torpedoes blow up, you notice they do a lot of damage when I'm on Arathis. That's why. It also does it when I'm on low levels too. Everything you get from your endeavors carries over to every account you have. Oh shit, these need to be done. I don't do ground a lot. I tend to stay away from it, but I should start working on them. Trying to max out my space first and then do my ground after. Ground's not really a necessity. But you have to do these every day to get points to get a perk to do that. And then you get to pick what the perk is. Today it's Complete Assault on Terek Nor. Really don't like that one, but you know, I can do it later. Okay, so that's that. Navigation should be area map. Ta-da! Galaxy map. Ta-da! This is the big galaxy we get to play in. Okay. Visit bridge. Ooh, that's right. Takes me right to my bridge. Ta-da! I have actually some bridges. This one is standard bridge. I do believe because you can't get anything special. Yes, you can see some of your away team in here. They're sitting at their stuff. Um, you can actually invite friends over if they're in your fleet and you hit your bridge. They can come in the bridge with you. I do not have any more to this ship. Now, if this was my Galaxy class, it would be Enterprise D. And I would have 10 forward. My captain quarters, which you have captain quarters on every ship. You can play with your little library, which one mission you actually have to. Access library. You can do this, and you can access account bank from anywhere in your ship. You can grab this stuff. You can't access mine, so. And set up trophies. Now, set up trophies is kind of neat because some of them you can earn, and some of them you can just set up, like ships. I can put the Lunar, Intrepid, Olympic, Nova, Griffin, Prometheus. Wow. Whoa. I'm addicted to ships, so I think some of these you get when you buy them. See? And there's a little ship. Check it out. Ta-da! And then you can get other trophies like some of them you earn. No. Basically. And this is your... Oh, watch out. Solar Gate. Whoa. That's not supposed to pop out unless there's enemies around. What the heck? Maybe there's an enemy in my bridge. Ta-da! Okay, well anyways, this is the ship bridge. It's a basic bridge. Leave ship interior, but that's how you get to it. Now, if you have a bridge pack, you can actually go around. Actually, I'll switch ships and I'll show you. I gotta go back up to the space dock. Okay, space dock. Beam up. You can go to space dock, Sol System, or Vulcan sector. Usually the beta quadrant is where it spits you out when you've done a mission. It tends to spit you out next to Earth. Sometimes you can go right to space dock. And other times it spits you out where the heck it was. But your TFOs usually spit you out outside of Earth. Vulcan area. So if you show up there and it looks like a conga line, then that's where everybody got spit out because we're doing a new TFO. We're playing with new ships. Okay, well, you have the luck of the draw so far on opening boxes. Yes, not liking that. First damn box, you get the Juggernaut ship already. It might be just because you're a new character too, because when you get higher levels, sometimes I think it changes the grade. Yes, you can modify your character to be short, tall, hulky, whatever. You can actually make little midget UFO aliens. Some of them actually have. You'll every now and then you'll trip over one and be like, "Wow, that's cool." Okay. Yeah, Kilburn. I think Kilburn. There we go. Actually, I should show you my original. No, because I don't have the bridge on it. Yes, let's take that. Now we'll go to the bridge and I'll show you something interesting. Okay, visit bridge. Da-da-da. And it better have it in there or the game's screwing up. Come on. It might be screwing up today. Sometimes your bridges might get screwed up because of an update. And if that happens, it will bring you to a normal bridge or a default bridge. I've noticed. Hopefully it doesn't. Come on. Keep going. Come on. Come on. The Belfast. Yes. Alright. Look a little normal. or regular. This is the Defiant Bridge. It's a little bigger than actual Defiant, but yet it's kind of small. It's just not as small as I thought the Defiant was. You know, they had a hard time moving through the chairs, didn't they? Yeah, this cat's driving. Great. Okay. This is the Defiant. Okay. This is the Defiant Bridge Pack. Are we ready? It has a little table. I never knew it had that. It's kind of like the Enterprise that way. Go to crew deck. Ready? Check this out. I can walk around the Defiant. Alrighty. This is the crew deck. I believe my room is... Where's my room? Is it this one? No. The hell's the captain's quarters? Come on now. I know it's in here somewhere. I think it's down here and to the right. Oh, that's the med bay. Back this way. Now, this is my quarters, I believe. I think so, yes. This is the captain's quarters. Okay, now, the captain's quarters, as you can see, it's just a captain's square. A little bit of here. Neat stuff. Moving on. This is the hallway. And what is this? What's that? Medbay? Oh, captain's office. That's right. This has my... Oh, look. Count bank, library, contact duty officers. Oh, yes. Contact duty officers, you can actually do duty officer missions on your ship. Like bartending, cooking dinner, all kinds of neat stuff. Okay, now it should go to engineering, I believe. No? Engineering deck. There we go. Ta-da! And each one of those little dudes is a duty officer. This is the warp core. Ta-da! These are duty officer missions. You know. Assemble ship repair components, ship batteries. You can actually make batteries. Oh, neat. Never knew that. Now I do. Okay, now I believe if I go... Whoa, wait a minute. Glitchy. Alright, now I believe if I go this way, I will end up in... Nope, not this way. It's this way. Yes. This is Medbay. Da-da-da. Wouldn't it be cool if Bashir was standing here? I actually have him on my crew. Not sure what this is. Still Med Bay? No. Could, well, yeah, maybe. Dining hall. And small crafts. This is where you can pick your shuttles. Or I guess not. Well, yeah, you can go to small craft. I have a Delta Flyer. I have Runabout. Shuttle. You get it. Okay. Now, this is Kilburn. This is my ship right here, boys. This is my Legendary Defiant pilot class. Now, I have an issue with this one because it's not quite made the way the rest of them are. I don't even know what this is. Astrometrics? What is this? Is it like some kind of game room or something? Oh, set up trophies. Okay. Huh. Oh, it's a trophy room. Alright. Well, that's neat. Let me see where it goes. Ah! And put them around the room. Neat. Okay. Like Cisco wasn't a bragger. Kind of hit his number on the boat, didn't I? Alright, back to here. Open up. I'm going to the bridge. We'll leave ship interior. Okay. That's my Kilburn. That's my Defiant. You have ship packs like the Belfast, the Defiant, or the Deep Space Nine pack will give you this. I got it just for that because I wanted the deck. I'm kind of a nut like that. I'm a fan. I like playing. I like being a fan. Um, you want to see my first ship? I can show you my first ship. One of my first ships, I should say. I started out in. You're gonna laugh because this was a screw up ship buy actually. I bought it for the name. No, not the Tucker. Did I? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. No. I couldn't have done that. It's Scotty. Okay, this is the Operations Miracle Worker, okay? This used to be called the Scotty. Okay? I think it's still labeled that way in the ship menu. Okay? And I was like, T6 ship, huge ship, lots of hit points. Okay, so this is it. I went anti-proton with it because my phaser gear wasn't working out. It was my, how do I say this? Very goofy buy. I bought it. I couldn't figure out how to run it. It died a lot. I died a lot on missions. Couldn't figure out why because it was huge. And I had a small build, which I found in missions. As you can see, it still has mission build pieces. I've never golded it or anything like that. I bought Tucker later because I found out it had like a plasma. You shot out the front. It was a Columbia ship. It was the shittiest ship. I couldn't get enough freaking do anything with it. It wasn't hitting hard enough. It was getting pounded, and oh my god, what a headache. And then I realized that it's the biggest, slowest Starfleet ship, or one of the biggest and slowest. And I couldn't figure out why I kept dying. And then I had to build it with anti-proton. And I had to build it with all my... It runs a heck of a lot better now because mainly all my skills and stuff are maxed. But I could never get it to run right. I went crazy. I grumbled. I growled. I took a while to get used to it. I tried everything I could. I tried missions to get parts. I tried builds. I tried... Oh, God. And it's just slow lumbering and slow. Basically, and the thing is the ships will pound on you really fast, and if there's too many ships, it will get overwhelmed and go boom, you know. So I figured out how to work it. Actually, I bought another ship. That started the problem part. This is my first T6 ship, and I figured it was going to do so much better than my T5. And then I bought the Galaxy Group class, which is all T5 ships. Okay, none of them are T6. And I was like, this has got to work. That will do it. Sure. So I bought, this was my first thing I got. And I figured, you know, T5, awesome. Boy, was I wrong. So I bought this little package, and it was on sale, and I don't know if you can find it still. Maybe it's still in ship bundles. But it was this little doodad right... Where is it? Right here. Galaxy Pack. This is what I bought. Okay. It came with the software separation pack, the whole 9 yards. It came with the 3 versions of the Galaxy class. Okay. It came with the Dreadnought. It came with the Venture class, Exploration Cruiser, and Exploration Retrofit and Refit. They're basically a better version of what they have in the store. Okay? And that's about it. It's a little bit better version of what they have in the store. And I bought the Dreadnought. And the Dreadnought is, well, this is a better version of it, but the Dreadnought is basically a Galaxy class ship with 3 nacelles right here. See, this is it. Oh crap! I lost it. I had it right there, didn't I? Yeah, it was right in the list. Buggers. Anyways, before I end up buying a ship I don't want, I think it was T5s. Yes, that's where it is. And it says I claimed it, I'm sure. Okay, here it is. Right, this was the ship I got, and I finally got it to work. I finally got it going. I finally, 4 aft, 4 front, device slots 4, lieutenant tactical, da da da. I still wasn't good on the bridge stuff. Didn't know much. Consoles, 2 tactical, 2 science, 4 engineering. I figured, what the hell, I've got this made, right? So, I actually made every mission. I got through everything. And the Spinal Lance, Phaser Lance, was the best weapon I ever had. If worse come to worse and I was getting ready to blow up, I could always and blow them up. Right before they blew me up. Or I'd blow up as I pushed them. I got a cloaking device so I could sneak up on them and then attack. It was just awesome, right? And it was tier 5 and it was working great. And I went all the way to TFO's Elite Advanced on this thing. And then somebody says, dude, you need a fleet version of it. And I'm like, really? And it's like, yeah, it'd be a hell of a lot better. So I got a fleet version of it, right? And I bought that and I was in love with it. It was awesome. It was the only ship I had. It was the only ship that would actually do anything. My T6 that I bought would get it blown the hell in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? And I couldn't figure out why. And then I figured it out. There is a setup in Star Trek. A lot of people don't get it, okay? And they don't know it. And they should be basic learning setup. This is the best basic learning setup. Alright, and I'm going to go to my ships. And I'm going to show you because I have one ship that still has it. And it's not that. And I had the Galaxy class Dreadnought. You saw the Galaxy class Dreadnought. Okay. I have one now, but it's a legendary version, and it really won't show you what I mean. But it is a Galaxy class Dreadnought. I found that this was a basic build that I learned to build, and it worked great. Okay, scrap that. That's what I had basically, except with less weapons. 4 and 4. You know what I mean? This one's got 5 and 3. And it had shuttles, and it had all this, and the consoles were a little less. I think it had 3 tactical and all, not 4. And I upgraded it. I actually upgraded this one because it's a legendary, and the legendary is much better than the original. The original tier 5. Tier 6 is awesome. It's a big difference, mainly in hit points and things like that, and speed. It's a little bit faster. But I have that version too, the tier 5 version. See, this is my Excalibur. This is my first tier 6 Dreadnought. And I had to buy this after I bought the big Tucker one, or the big Scotty one, because this worked, and that one wouldn't. And as you can see, this is basic Dreadnought. It's just tier 6. It's same as the tier 5. This one has disruptors on it, so as you can see, it looks phasers, but it's not. It's Terran disruptors. Okay, so carrying on. This is the original ship build I had when I started, and you will see why. Okay, this is the USS Valiant. If I couldn't do it with the Dreadnought, I eventually got this sucker, and it was a tier T5 Defiant. And it had the same exact build it has now. Exactly the same exact build. Because I redid it the other day. Because I wanted the classic build to show to some video. And actually, it was a tutorial video like this. This is the original build that kicked everything. And it was the weapons on it. See, the blue is a set, and the bottom is a set. Okay. Now, no, I think the quantum torpedo isn't a part of the set, so I had to use something else. But I did put that one in there. Okay, the Defiant comes with 2 consoles. It comes with a cloak and what we call... This one isn't upgraded. This is the original. This is a T6 version, but the T5 is just about the same. And they gave you the T5 version for free. You got it after you got to a certain rank. Now this has the cloaking device and the quantum warhead module. Okay, and it also has the quad cannons ×3, and it comes with that when you first get it. These come from a quest, a mission. It's called, if I can remember it right, it is called, oh, and the agonizing thing, I bought that console. It was the first console that I ever bought. Greatest thing in the world because it puts up an agonizer bubble around whatever ship you shoot it at, and it causes damage to everything in that bubble or around that bubble. It helped a lot on missions. Boy, did it help a lot on missions. And this was my only build. This was my basic, I'm going to build it. And I saw this when somebody said phaser build. This is what they showed on the video. And it was a basic phaser build. And I was like, well, I can do that better. And I was like, well, you know. Anyways, this is the mission you go to get all that blue stuff at sunrise. Okay. And if you want to see what the mission has, then you have to click it. Okay, and it says go pick up whoever, wherever. But don't do that. You got to go to Deep Space Nine. Okay, you click on this, and it says drop primary. No, it's not here. Hold up. You got to click on this and go to active mission. And then you click on it and you pull down, and it will show you what it has with it. It has this, and this. Oh, I can't tell you that. It has the Quantum Phaser Dual Heavy Cannon, the Quantum Phaser Beam Array, the Console Quantum Phaser Converter, and the Quantum Phaser Torpedo. Okay, you put all 4 of those on your ship, and that's one set. Okay? And then, I'm going to drop this mission. Because I'm not going to show you it because it's getting... I've got an hour and a half here. You're going to be watching this going, oh my god. And then the next one was... it's in the same one. It's just... Is it that one? No. No. Okay, it's not in the same one. It's... Next one down? Yes, next one down. Brushfire, Beyond the Nexus. Yeah, it's Beyond the Nexus. Alliance, yep, okay. This one here.
We recently received a distress signal from the USS Forrestal, a ship we thought...
Okay, has... You can always see what the mission has if you look at it this way in the mission, active mission list. Okay, now this one has the Reinforced Armaments Mark 12, Terilithium Tribal Torpedo Launcher Mark 12, Terilithium Enhanced Omnidirectional Phaser Beam Mark 12. Okay, now this Terilithium Advanced Omnidirectional Beam is 360 degrees. Okay, now the turret, which comes with it too, Enhanced Phaser Turret, is 180 degrees, and it covers the back arc. Okay. Now you put this with the Hunter beam, and then the Terilithium Tri-Bolt Launcher. That's the other torpedo I used, and then the Reinforced Armament. The reason why I don't use it is because it's slow, and it was always my rear shot. It was my parting gift. You know what I mean? And you wanted to get away from them because when it exploded, it did some damage, serious damage. And this was a basic set. This is I use a set for like ever. and I put it on my dreadnought, and then I use shuttles, and the shuttles would take the aim off me. Therefore, when I use this, it would, and I'll show you why it looks better on the drop. Okay, we're gonna do basic operations. We're gonna pick Icarus. Yeah, Icarus. And we're gonna do one mission real quick, and then I'm gonna end the video because it's getting too long. And not to mention, it has a cool visual too. So if you get stuck, remember those 2 missions and all that gear. Because I couldn't get high enough or do enough damage with the whites and the blues and the greens that it would give me. Everything changes when you hit about level 50. When level 50 hits, you got to start using sets. You got to start working on things. Oh, the other set. Crap. I can have time to show you. Is it this one? Someone in Dyson Fear? Anyways, the engine set, the 4 on the engine, comes from another mission too. And that helps you the most out of this build. Now, I'm not saying you have to use a Defiant because, you know, you also have legendary ships, so it's not going to be as bad with me as it was with you. I mean, heck, you got the Dreadnought, and, you know, so you got some good ships. When I started out, I didn't have nothing. I went from T5s to T1s, you know, when I first started. You actually kind of got to jump on it. Now, you're going to love this because it's going to be really wild, and it's going to look really cool when it shoots, and stuff is going to go boom. Well, probably not boom boom because it's a TFO, but it's going to look neat. Oh crap, Omega's not that great. I tend to use B because Omega's kind of draws attention, but I got everything set too. You ready? Coming back around, Brado. Eat that. She had to go because she was going to die. Okay, where is it? Alright. You ready? Doesn't that look all cool when it fires blue? That's why I replaced the torpedoes, though, because those fire better and faster. That actually comes from one of your ships you have. It's the Enterprise E. That torpedo launcher. Now, could you imagine that in a Galaxy-class Dreadnought? This is just a Defiant. And it's a big change. I could never pull off a lot of damage, and then when I got this build, it was awesome. But you're talking about speed and damage and a lot of firing. This Defiant's the thing that can do it. You see how my bubble comes out and I stay in it and blow shit up? Perfect. Like I said, I had to learn, and it took me a while. But it's good because you got some idea of what you're doing. But like I said, if you build your own build, it will be great when you get it. Because there's a lot more gear and missions and stuff. The bad thing about this thing over here, though, is it's fast. Actually, I have to stop to close the rift. Oh, look, it's a big ship. Ah, that buddy. I just needed to get it done.
Need to clear out the ship to Jupiter Station.
I couldn't have leveled up. It's been a long damn time since I leveled up. And I thought the ship was lower than max. I guess not. Anyways, you kind of get the gist of it.
Hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system.
I love the blue torpedoes. They're great. If you see it fire out the front, I don't know if it will do it or not.
Detector Gamma is ours again. Their station reports 20% of their data breached.
Okay. Really? Back here. That's your phasers, actually, your cannons. And then your torpedoes do... They're bigger than the cannons. As you can see, there's red numbers and green numbers. The green numbers are me healing. It takes a percentage of what I do for damage and heals me. That would be the warp set. I believe. I think it is.
Locked down the projectors. Now they're ours for good.
You still here, Grandma?
And now if you do this and cloak, right?
Did you like
Oh shit. Crap, I uncloaked. Never mind.
Enterprise is back near projector base.
You basically cloak and then you come out of cloak and you do more damage, like twice as much.
Your attacks on the take them out first.
And it also has this little nifty trick in the blue set. You can basically quantum stabilize beam them. Put the blue beam out the front. But yes, that's just a simple build from those 4 missions. But I found there's a little trick to that mission stuff, is that if you want a good build, you have to go get them the first time. Like, say when you hit 65, you want to fly out there and grab that setup. If you're not 65 by the time you get there, or if you just want the setup, you run out and grab it, but you gotta upgrade it. There is a trick and a tweak. The trick is this: if you get that mission the first time, you get the most damage it will put out. If you get it the second time, it will put out less damage. If you get it a third time, so on and so forth. So that's up to you. I mean, I needed it. I needed to have a build to go, so I basically went and got it the first time, and then destroyed them and went and got them again. They say it's less damage, but I don't see how it's much different. Do you? Because when you get in higher levels, it really don't matter. But I went and got it so it would be a higher mark. Like 13 instead of 12. Because when I first got it, it was like 8 or 7. And then somebody told me to go back when I was 65.
The Enterprise is going to project.
And this event here, all you got to do is 20 days. And you do this one mission, and that should take care of both your slots. Both your parts you're supposed to have. If you finish it and buy the ship early, which I don't know if you will or not, but if you do, then you get the lithium every time you do it after that. And it's big chunks. Starts out at 5,000, then 10,000, and so on and so forth. Until the event ends. Oh, and the carrier ships, if you want to get the advanced ships from the dilithium store, you have to have the ship that the hangar pets come from. You know, like your little pods that come out of your Enterprise, same thing. Eat that. Ooh, almost blew up. I love the Defiant. I have 2 of them just for that. But the best one is on the picture, the thumbnail. I have one of those, the La Cienega. It's my baby.
Are you kidding me with this? My ships make me invincible. Give up.
And it makes some noise when it fires. It's awesome. Sounds like a brute. Now, if you want to go standard, you go all phaser cannons and stuff like that when you get fleet guns. Yeah, you're done here. You're done here, alright. And that was my first build ever, and I got it to work. It worked a while. I had to get used to using it, because you can't, how do I say this? If you start dying, you have to pull away and cloak and run away when you're by yourself. And when you cloak, geez, this is almost 2 hours. When you cloak, what happens is it will start healing as long as you stay cloaked. Hard part is staying cloaked, because if they spot you, they'll shoot at you. And that's how that works. And I went way too late. But that was my first ship, the Valiant. And if you know Star Trek, you know what the Valiant means. Yep, that was my first Defiant, and that was the build almost exactly, except for the torpedo in the back. It was changed. It was actually this tri-bolt one. And the reason why I took it out is because this thing is slow as heck. It takes a while to get there, but when it does, boom. Makes a lot of boom. As it says, it increases the torpedo fly, so you want to fire when it's far away. The other reason why I took that out is because if you're too close and it connects with a ship that comes behind you, it can blow you up. You have to be careful with that with the little ships like that. You can literally go boom because your own torpedo. You'll find that out one of these days, and you'll be like, what? But yeah, I found that out the hard way. Alrighty, and that's your tutorial video. And I'm going to put it back on my ship, my new play toy. There she is. And that's the video. That's pretty much the tutorial video I tried to make last time, except I had double voice. And I will see you all later. As this galaxy stores. Have a good evening. Sleep well. Right now it's late for me. And I enjoyed this video. And this is for a friend of mine, Tony, who just started playing Star Trek. And anybody else who needs it. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.